Good morning, everybody. 8 o'clock in the morning or so on the 28th of July. Door day with some paint. Got these little holes that I'm going to fix. This is a passenger side door. Get this door prepped. Touch up some of these welds. I'll look inside here and see that whether or not I actually have rust on the inside. Same thing generally on the driver's side. Also have the cracks. Can't really see them that well. I'll take better pictures of it. Got cracks around the window frame, I guess you could call it, according to my favorite form, not uncommon. So I'm going to drill a hole to try to stop those cracks, kind of grind them out a little bit and clean them up, and then run some weld bead in there. So that's the plan for the day. Get the boot lid also. I'm going to get that stripped and hopefully get that cleaned up and get some epoxy primer on that as well. So yeah, I think that's the plan for the day. So this is the passenger's door still. You can see that little crack, at least I think you can right there. What I'm going to do is take a small drill bit, and the crack just starts to make it about there or so. I'm going to take a small drill bit and just drill that out, just to prevent the progression of the crack. The driver's side door is worse than the passenger side door. Obviously, I've used it a lot more, so the cracks are progressed more. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, unlike the the driver's side, I don't have a crack on the bottom here. So now we're going to do the other side. Alright, and there's the other side done. As far as the holes on the skin go, I can't really show you in here, but there is some minor pitting inside. Not enough to cut any panel out. So I'm going to treat it, get some primer on it, get it cleaned up, get it treated with the metal prep stuff from that POR metal prep stuff to do some rust conversion there, and leave it at that instead of cutting that out and taking the chance of warping. The only pits that are bad are the ones that have rusted through. Maybe I'll regret it someday, but for now I'm going to leave it. This is the hole for the door handle. A couple cracks there that just like I had on the driver's side. Drilled some holes there to stop it. I did not do that on the driver's side, drilling the holes, so I need to revisit that and see if I might want to do that. I'm going to weld up the two little cancer holes, spot holes. Got the holes drilled for the cracks that I already showed you. This hole right here is for one of the snaps for the tonneau cover. That's kind of blown out a little bit, so I'm going to fill that with weld metal and re-drill that as well. About 10:45. Passenger side door, as far as I'm concerned, is ready for paint. Got it hit with a 80 grit DA, just to kind of rough it up. That's what Southern Polyurethanes recommends for prior to DA in it, or excuse me, prior to epoxy primer in it. Everything else that I couldn't get the DA on has been scuffed up with that tan stripping pad thing, so this one is ready to shoot. So now I'm going to shift focus to the driver's side door, which requires a little bit more repair, and also the check strap things. All right, a little bit after 11 o'clock, I got the driver's side door up here show you the cracks. Hopefully it's focusing. You can see that one. There it goes. That's a little better. You can see that one actually extends all the way. I had to drill out that hole there. That extends all the way down, and unfortunately too, there's some brazing in there. Can't weld through that. This one goes all the way. I gotta get focused here. This one goes all the way down, all the way through the door. That one goes all the way through to the inside. Not too bad there, but then this one here goes all the way, a couple shots under there. So quite a bit more damage, stress fracture, distance traveled, whatever you want to call it on this one. So I'm going to get these welded up and continue. Alright, happy with the way those came out. Got them all filled, taken care of. Cracks on the inside all the way through. Had to use a burr wheel to get inside of some of these things, but hopefully that'll solve that problem. Now I'm going to continue prep on the door for paint. So I don't know if it was a window leak or or what, but I've been picking silicone out of this door since I bought the car, and I just found this stuff inside the door. I mean, that's like, you know, it's like a pound of silicone there. So I don't know if it leaked, like I said, or what, but the bottom of this is actually in a little bit better shape than the passenger side, so I'm not sure what was going on, but I just thought I'd share that. All right, so I got one rough cut out here. You can see all I did was trace it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one on top of that one, clamp it in the vise, and use the little 2-inch flap disc that I have and get them to about match. I went through a different one, or another one already. It looks a little off, like that lobe on the left is not at the same angle, and I think that's because I traced this one, and this one kind of got cracked and damaged a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit off, but I'm not too worried about that. But if I take that over to the car, or to the door, goes in there, fits flat, and it sticks out about 6/10 of an inch, which is exactly what the passenger side door sticks out. So I think I'm on the right track. Got the pieces ready to get weld through primered in preparation for welding them in. You can see I pre-drilled the 4 holes on each one for plug welds that I'm going to do. I'm going to try to weld from inside the door. Might be a little tight, but I think there was that access right there. Come in through this access right here. I don't think it'll be a problem. Also, if you can see, I'll zoom in a little bit here. Also, that back plate, you can see on the left one, that back plate had also cracked at the top. I didn't notice that until I was prepping this surface in preparation for shooting this with weld through. So I'm going to get that whole area cleaned up and cut some weld on that, just so it's there. And then I'll have to fill these holes in here that I started to drill before I really understood how this thing was put together. Get that done, get that welded up. And they don't fit perfectly, they don't align perfectly. Again, my template piece was a little bent, so they're not perfect, but I'm sure that I'll be able to use a hammer or something like that and get them adjusted so that they line up. So I'm using a drill bit to kind of align the holes, so I'll have to do that just but I'll do that after I get it welded in, so I got something to hammer against. Well, that's done. Conveniently, as I fit them up this time, they came in straight, so I don't think I'm going to have too many problems with door fit. You can see that drill bit in there. But I filled in all the holes there, and on the inside I got those plug welds on the back done and cleaned up a little bit, not completely, but I'm going to call it good. So now I'm going to continue on with prepping the door for paint. About 2:45, doors are done, ready except for final cleaning, ready to paint. I sprayed a little bit of the PR15 metal prep in there, letting that sit now to just take care of some of that rust that I can't quite reach. So that'll be good. I got the trunk lid here, or the boot lid I should say. This was the one gifted to me from the gentleman in Rhode Island. If you remember, during my metal repairs and everything, I had stole a lot of the metal from the red car's boot because it was essentially destroyed in the bottom here. Pretty cool. You can still see the original Triumph sticker. That is a Triumph symbol in there. I don't think that I'm going to be able to save that. I don't know what this sticker is. It says like MCA or something like that. But I got all the letters off. All the support is sitting over here. Got that out from the inside, and there you go. So going to take it down to bare metal here in a little bit, and get to town and make an absolute mess in here, and then I think that's going to be it for the day. All right, just before 4 o'clock, going to call it a day. Got the boot lid mostly stripped, some spots on the inside, still need it. All in all, in pretty good shape. There's a pretty good ding right here. Feels a little wavy, especially in here. There's some low spots, but all in all, I mean, that's pretty solid metal, which is good, and a heck of a lot better than what I had. So like in the corners in here and inside of those little recesses, up underneath, I got to take a good look at that because that's where they all start to rot pretty well. So you can see some traces of rust there, but it really doesn't look like it's anything eating through. I didn't find any holes, so happy with the condition. And like I said, I'll get back back to cleaning this up. So that's it for the day. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. And as always, thanks for subscribing. And we'll see you guys soon. Cheers.